Morning, everybody. I'm like an hour early for this orientation right now because my neurodivergent ass is like, I have to make sure that I've got extra buffer so that I don't get lost, right? So originally I was like, all right, I'll leave like 11:40. It's at 1, and that gives me a lot of time to get there and get gas on the way, and like just in case I couldn't find a gas station, like I had time to flip myself around there. And a 3 of Wands energy where you're just planning, and now I guess I beat my time by like a fucking lot because I wasn't supposed to be this early. I've got like 50 minutes. What can you do? But this is like some kind of area office. It's not the actual location I'm going to be working. Security, stability, control, 4 of Pentacles energy. There might be a little bit of controlling energy on our part here because we want to make sure that we are on time. We want to make sure that we don't get lost. We want to make sure that, we have gas ahead of time. We're in planning mode and thinking of all the little things, and there might be a need to just release control here and go with the flow. Eight of Wands, speed, progress, swift action, movement, rapid development. 8 of Wands energy. Interesting. I think we're right on the money here about needing to relax. I'm not nervous, but I am anxious because on the way over here it was like 6-lane highways and places I've never been, and like unfamiliar terrain, and like I had to cross through DC a little bit, and the driving is just different there. Like, I've never seen a 3-lane turning circle before, roundabout, but they had a 3-lane roundabout with all sorts of confusing shit in it. That was probably the most stressful thing that I drove through, though. Overall, it wasn't bad. 6-lane highways, I feel like I'm mostly used to now. Hierophant energy. We are getting more and more used to driving. I think I'm probably going to at least do some of the driving on the way to Tennessee for Thanksgiving. I haven't nailed down all the details yet about that, but I think I'm going to my mom's for Thanksgiving, which should be interesting. It'll be the first time that I've seen her since summer. It was summer when we went over there to build the shed and help her move. But that relationship is slowly getting better. Every time we see her, it's a little bit more solid. And considering Hierophant and the 4 of Wands, considering before it was really dicey, I think Knight of Pentacles kind of healing here is warranted. 9 of Wands. And there's still boundaries. There's still like a little bit of distance. But I think that's healthy. I think it's healthy. Don't give things an opportunity to go bad. Queen of Cups energy. And keeping an open heart, loving boundaries. That's exactly where we need to be. We've got the King of Wands popping out now. We've seen a lot of romance from this King of Wands energy directed at this Queen of Cups. And there's been talk of the returning of the twin flame lovers. But I don't know. It's kind of one of those situations where I'm like, if he shows up, we'll talk. But I'm not holding my breath ever again. As far as I'm aware, there's a King of Cups around the corner who might be pretty cool. And we still don't know whether that's King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, if that's somebody that has already been in our life, or if that is somebody that is about to enter our life. We're going to find out. But King of Pentacles here, that leads me to believe that we are supposed to be focusing on our stability right now, or maybe the masculine is focusing on his career for the moment. But that's what we're doing too. We are focusing on starting this new job. And 3 of Wands again, getting things going for ourselves. We've got a lot of great things on the horizon here. 10 of Cups. And all of those great things involve our personal goals. It's almost like Spirit wants us to take romance off the burner for a minute, 10 of Pentacles, and focus on things that are going to build our respective staircase. What I'm getting is that there's a certain amount of healing that needed to be done, of things that we had to go through, of things that we had to take care of. But at this point, we just need to wait for the right person to align. While the rest of our puzzle pieces are swirling around, locking into place, that person is entering our gravity. Or we're entering each other's gravity. And once we are in orbit, it's just a matter of time. But that requires us, with the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Cups and 2 of Swords leads me to believe that we have to make the decision to let go of past energies. Not in a symbolic way necessarily, but I think there's that part of you that revisits mentally. As an overthinker, I am constantly replaying situations, and it used to be a bad thing where I was just trapped in a loop of replaying old scenarios. But really, it has purpose. I've learned at this point that if Spirit has me replaying a situation, there is something for me to see. There's something for me to discover, whether it's a pattern, whether it's a certain inflection, whether it's somebody's verbiage, or whether it's something else in the room that I just wasn't focusing on. The color of a shirt, the shape of a tree. You know, there's always some reason that my Spirit team is directing me back to that memory. So I try and analyze those memories to determine what exactly the thing I'm missing is. But right now, Spirit wants us to not examine too hard. We're supposed to lead with our heart. We're not supposed to think too hard. We are not supposed to be replaying right now. It is a superpower, but it is also something that can hold you back if you let it. There is a time and a place for replaying scenarios in your mind, and it is not all the time. And somebody here, I can feel it, they're in resistance. Somebody here is like, well, that's just what I do. That's just how I am. And you can accept yourself in all of your ways, but that is enabling a bad behavior. If you refuse to acknowledge that something needs to change, then, and you are accepting that as something that you just do and you will continue to do forever, then you are shooting your own damn foot. You have to change the way that you think about these things in order to stop doing that, in order to stop having that be a thought that just pops up or something that keeps on happening. You have to cognizantly shift your focus and say, no, we're not doing that. And start thinking about other things, replaying a happy memory. I don't know. Thinking about the future, thinking about what your next step is. There is something else that you can put your focus on. There is. And you don't need to be stubborn about this. You're talking to the king of stubbornness right here. I got all of it. I know better than anybody that you are capable of shifting that. So don't stop trying. There's across the street. I might have to undo this. Across the street, I was just looking at the signs, and none of those really like popped out at me except for Avatar. Reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I don't know why that might be relevant, but maybe that's for somebody. Maybe you need to watch Avatar. There's a lot of really good messages in that show. It's a classic for a reason. He had to overcome a certain number of burdens just through thought alone, changing your mentality. I'm seeing the Hanged Man perspective shift. This is a new beginning. Treat it like one. Thanks for